Israel-Gaza Iran War News Live Update. PM Netanyahu reiterates dramatic decrease in U.S. weapons to Israel. Benjamin Netanyahu repeated at Sunday's weekly cabinet meeting in Jerusalem that the U.S. is withholding military deliveries. In his opening remarks, Netanyahu remarked, "There was a huge decline in the armaments flowing to Israel from the U.S. For months ago, we begged our American pals to speed up the supplies for weeks. We did this repeatedly. We did so behind closed doors at the highest levels and all levels. The core condition did not change despite all the explanations. Occasionally, items arrived, but the munitions remained." Netanyahu hasn't said what weaponry the U.S. is holding. For fear of usage in Rafah, the Biden administration delayed a shipment of 500 and 2,000-pound bombs in May. Washington says all additional weapons are coming. On Saturday night, Defense Minister Yoav Gallant left for Washington to meet with senior U.S. authorities about Gaza, Lebanon, and Iranian threats. Netanyahu will also address Congress on July 24. Netanyahu also appointed Maj Gen. Res. Yifter Rontal and Vice Admiral Res. Eliezer Marom to manage the return of evacuated citizens to their towns in the south and along the Lebanese border at the cabinet meeting. Hezbollah's daily rocket and drone assaults prompted 60,000 northern Israelis to evacuate in October. Iran-backed terror group leaders say they will keep attacking to prevent Israelis from going home. Hezbollah bombings have killed 10 civilians and 14 military since October 7. Some Gaza border residents have returned home. On October 7, Hamas attacked Israeli villages along the Gaza border, killing 1,200 and kidnapping 252 Israelis and foreigners. Over 30 hostages are presumed dead among the 116 remaining. Armenia, recognizing Palestine as a state will not bring peace. Editorial. Armenia's recognition of Palestine as a state may reflect these groups' anti-Semitism. Armenia became the 8th country since April to unilaterally recognize Palestine as a state in response to the Gaza war on Friday. Several variables make this option more intriguing than in other countries. The Armenian Foreign Ministry stated that the horrific humanitarian situation in Gaza and the ongoing armed war are among the key issues on the world political agenda that require settlement. Hamas called the move an additional and important step towards solidifying the international recognition of our people's rights and their aspirations to end the Nazi Zionist, Israeli, occupation of their land and establish their fully sovereign independent state with Jerusalem as its capital. We urge the world to back our people's battle against the occupation and isolate the criminal Zionist entity that commits genocide and ethnic cleansing. After the 2020 Nagorno-Karabakh conflict, relations between Armenia and Azerbaijan have deteriorated despite their long-standing relationship. In a post-interview, Armenia's ambassador to Israel, Armen Akopian, alleged Azerbaijan uses Israeli armaments to control Nagorno-Karabakh. Armenia and Iran have strengthened political connections beyond neighborliness. Iran's media announced that Armenia will build a new route to Iran. Armenia also has a weapons contract with India that involves Iran transporting the arms. In 2023, rumors emerged of Iranian forces in Armenia along its border with Azerbaijan and of utilizing Armenia as a transport hub for suicide drones it is transferring to Russia for use in the Ukraine war. Such actions make Armenia a doubtful Israel ally. Also, anti-Semitism. According to the ADL's 2014 Global 100 study, 1.3 million Armenians out of 2.2 million were anti-Semitic. Stunning 59% of the population. Neo-Nazis paraded around Yerevan on New Year's Day with flags featuring stylized swastikas. Husnak, a nationalist movement, celebrates Hitler and runs anti-Semitic caricatures and articles calling for the deportation of Jews and the exposure of their operations towards children. Yerevan's lone synagogue, Mordecai Nawi, has been targeted several times since October 7, including last week. Diaspora Affairs Minister Amichai Chikli said, "We take these heinous anti-Semitic crimes in Yerevan, Armenia, very seriously." Since the Israel-Azerbaijan arms deal, Armenian anti-Semitic incidents have increased. Increased desecration of Jewish symbols, such as the Holocaust Memorial Monument and synagogue attack. What does Armenia's choice mean? the Armenian government's recognition of Palestine as a state may reflect these groups' anti-Semitic views, which conflict with Israel and the Jewish population in the diaspora. After the independence announcement, the Armenian Foreign Ministry stated, "The Republic of Armenia has joined the resolutions of the UN General Assembly asking for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza." Additionally, Armenia is devoted to peace and stability in the Middle East and enduring reconciliation between Jews and Palestinians. Maintaining close ties with Iran and rewarding Hamas, a terrorist organization with statehood, for kidnapping innocent Israeli men, women, and children from their homes is not the way to achieve peace and stability if the Armenians truly want it.